Awesome. So, guys, I think right now, most of us are in a space where we can be able to go out there and preach this gospel. For the longest time, a lot of the people who are doing Capital 40 were skeptical. A lot of us, even though we were making money, we are still tiptoeing because of the previous experiences we've had. But one of the things I preach to people is that don't bleed on projects that did not cut you. That is very unfair. It's like taking the load from your ex who broke your heart, and you find a genuine girl or a genuine partner that really loves you, and now you want to punish them for what your ex did to you. That's unfair. One thing I say to people is that in the midst of every mess, there is a message. Sometimes you may need to kiss a couple of frogs before you find your Prince Charming. And here at Capital 40, I believe with all my heart that for once we found a project that is genuine, a project that has got something, a money-generating activity that they are doing behind the scene, and not just a portable, because I always say to people, I have seen companies that say they are trading, whether they are doing arbitrage, whether they are doing crypto trading, whether they are doing forex trading, and indeed they are trading. Now, the question is, what kind of trading are you doing? And what volume of trade do you move as a company? One of the things that convicted me, see, there's a difference between being convinced and being convicted. That convicted me was when I did my due diligence on my first Zoom call with the corporate. I said to them, I want to see your live trade from your back office. And when they connected their back office and I saw the live trade in real time, number one of the things that blew my mind was the multiple trades that this robot, okay, maybe I'm going out of sequence, but I could see the multiple trades that are being taken and the volume in terms of US dollars that each of these trades is carrying. I've seen companies that say they are trading, and when you look at their trade, yes, they are trading, but when you look there, you see $1,000 trade, $2,000 trade, $5,000. The most you could see is a $10,000 trade. And for me, knowing what I know now, that is a proper red flag. Those are the kind of companies that come and depend on us for their liquidity. Here at Capital 40, guys, I am very pleased to submit to everyone here that this company does not depend on our money for their trades. As a matter of fact, they have been doing trading for big corporations and big entities, and I'm sure including banks, because the honest truth is that most of the money we put in the banks, they give it to asset management companies to trade on their behalf, generate profit, and then give us interest. So this company has been doing this for so many years, and only in 2024, 2023, my apologies, they decided to create an MLM side to what they do, and then onboard people like me and you and say, come one, come all. I joined this project, like I said, in the beginning on the 24th of December, 2023, with $50. 28th of December, I topped up with extra $5,000. And guys, unfortunately, for some reason, I don't want to go into so many details, I did not push Capital 40 the whole of last year. And me and the few people I brought, and most of the leaders who also came into the business, guys, we did not push because why? There was no hype. And this is also a validator to the fact that don't let the hype fool you. Capital 40 since 2023 has been consistent in paying people without any hype, without any momentum. And this is where you draw the parallel for those of us who want to understand how to do proper due diligence and analysis of projects. Most of the projects that we've been bent in are projects that do what we call money movement, where they take money from Peter and they use that money to pay Paul. Now, how do those companies survive? They depend on momentum and hype for them to be able to keep to their promises. That's why most companies, the first 3 months is very critical. That's why most of these companies, when they bring in leaders with a huge community, they will even bribe you, even though, unfortunately, in some instances, the leaders are not even aware that we are being bribed to sell our community to these fake projects. Capital 40 till date, one of the reasons why I didn't do anything last year was because I asked for support. I asked for an account that I can withdraw from. I asked for account for 10 of my top leaders. I asked for money for marketing and branding purposes and also for traveling. They denied me on all those requests that I made. And they said something to me. They said, Chief, we are a genuine company. We are not one of those companies that want you to sell your community. We are creating a real platform where you can bring your and they said something about us Africans, which actually did hurt me. And I think that's what triggered me. And I decided not to push Capital 40 the whole of last year. Now, fast forward to December last year, I got an email. Remember, the whole year, I never did anything, never recruited, never brought any value into this project. Then on the 28th of December, I got an email that my package has expired, that I need to renew my package so that I don't lose out on bonuses. And I'm like, these guys here. Remember, there was no top leader in Capital 40 the whole of last year, and I'm sure most of the people here tonight, you started hearing Capital 40 this year. Some of you, maybe last month, this month, as the case may be. The whole of last year, I think it was only Matandis and Charmaine. Those are the two people that I remember I was talking about Capital 40 once in a while. Now, guys, I got that email and I checked my back office and I found out that this company has been paying me consistently everything that they promised to pay me. Now, I want to go into what this company does, who are they, and how can we all leverage off this beautiful platform. So Capital 40 is an innovative company where they use artificial intelligence. Guys, if you don't know about what AI can do in this day and time, I believe that you need somebody to lay hands on you. AI and robots are taking over. AI is doing literally everything. I was listening to another friend of mine and he said he wants like twins, 3 boys. And he says, no, they are gender selection through AI, where they can actually be able to fertilize the eggs with the sperm and the egg and be able to pick which ones are male. Not just which ones are male, but which ones are the healthiest of those males, and they will implant it. Some of these things are things that if you tell some of our parents that these kind of technology is available, they will say it's a lie. And I want to encourage everybody on this call, forget what you think you know. One thing I preach is that beside what you know, what you do not know also exists. And Capital 40 is coming here to teach and open our eyes that, in fact, everything in the world is evolving, including the area of trading. Now, this company has brought this AI robot that can revolutionize the way we trade. And they are committed to using this latest technology to help our clients to achieve their financial goals. Now, one of the questions another trader asked me, I'm a trader myself, though not a pro, but I know the basics about trading. I do take trades, I do lose money, is that, Brown, there is no robot that can trade on the 3 major markets. There is absolutely no robot that can trade on the cryptocurrency market, on the commodity market, and also on the Forex market. And I said to him, this information you have, has it been updated? Guys, everyone with a smartphone today will agree that even the Bible, sometimes I ask myself, why do I need to update my Bible app? Did Adam eat another? What am I updating? Because the Bible is what it is. Like, did Adam eat another apple or Eve meet another snake? What's happening? But even the Bible apps keep on getting updated. Our phone software keep on getting updated. Why are you thinking that when it comes to robots that trade, why do you think that there can't be any more upgrade in what they can do? And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to announce that for the first time, we've got a robot that can be able to do all the work for you. Now, for most of us here who say, okay, I hear this company is trading, but what do we do? I say, when you travel from city to city through airplane, do you really need to know how to fly an aeroplane? All you need to do is buy your ticket, and the trained pilot or the trained driver of the bus will be able to take you from point A to point B. And that's what this company has done, creating one of the best advanced robots backed by quantum computer and artificial intelligence. And this robot is able to have an interface between the cryptocurrency market, the commodity market, and the Forex market, taking multiple trades in thousands every day, all day, every day. Guys, and one beautiful thing that I saw when you had the corporate team Zoom is, for those who understand trading, when you look at the results, you see green is profit, red is loss, and an M. Guys, you will actually think that this is fixed until you go and look at the timestamp and realize that what you are looking at is happening in real time. Right now, it's 19 minutes past 8 o'clock here in South Africa, in Pretoria. And when you look at the trade result, with all the greens, you see them moving up, and you can see that the time correlates. Whether it's 4:19 or whether it's 7:19, but you still see that it's consistent with the time that you are, where you are based. And that's one thing that I said, okay, how can this robot be able to take such positive traits? And it boils down to AI. Because the AI that this company uses is not just those AI that analyzes markets with maybe 2 or 3 indices. No. Here, the AI-powered robot that we have even takes into cognizance things like political situations in the world. Like now that Trump and America is doing what they are doing, and now that Russia is rising together with BRICS, this robot, I'm sure, if we have to look at the trades, when it takes the pairing between the US dollar and things like ruble and some of the the global south currencies, I can tell you that it can already preempt what is going to happen in the market, and it will take trades accordingly. Within seconds, close trades, some of them it will leave it open, and so on and so forth. So that's what this company does. That's how they generate their money. And like I said in my opening, these trades are not just trades of $1,000. No, you will see trades in tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, and not just one trade. Multiple trades running concurrently. That is what satisfied my conscience, knowing fully well that we are dealing with a company that already has the liquidity. And that, for me, ladies and gentlemen, is a very critical component when you're doing your due diligence. Now, let's see how we can become part of this ecosystem. Capital 40 says that with as little as $50, you can partake in what we do. Bring that $50 into our liquidity, and we will trade with that money for you. For the next 1 year, we are guaranteeing you that every single day for the next 365 days of the year, we are going to give you what we call a daily return on investment. That is like the profit or the interest they are paying you for the money deposited. Now, we have 3 major packages, even though here on this PDF, we are looking at 6. Now, the first 4, the basic AI package, the professional AI package, the advanced AI package, and the expert AI package, they all behave the same. The reason is because their return on investment per week is the same. So any amount from $50 up to $4,999, you will receive 8% return on investment per week. When you break that 8% by the 7 days in a week, you are looking at 1.14% every day for the next 360 days. And this is without you lifting a finger. Whether you recruit or you don't recruit, this is a constant. 1.14%. Even on this smallest package, if you do the math, ladies and gentlemen, I guarantee you at the end of your contract period, you would have made over 400%. 1.14% times 365, sorry, my apologies, 365. You are looking already at having done 4x your capital, meaning you come in with $100 without talking to anybody, without performing any task, not clipping. You don't even need to log into your back office. You are guaranteed at the end of your 1 year contract period to have multiplied that $100 into $400 and something. Guys, ask yourself, where can you put your money that can give you such heavy returns on your investment? Now, the second package is what we call the premium AI package. And now this is any amount from $5,000 US to $19,999. If you come in with this, any amount in between, whether it's 5,001, whether it's 5,500, whatever amount you come, as long as it's over 5,000, you are guaranteed 8.5% every week. When you break down 8.5% a week divided by 7 days in a week, you are looking at 1.2% daily. Guys, for those who want more, put more. Ultimate AI package is anything from $20,000 and above. And when you come in on this package, the company is paying you a whole 9% every single week, which is approximately 1.3% every day for the next 365 days of the year. Now, a lot of people have asked me, what is the guarantee? And I said to them, the guarantee here is that as long as this company is up and running, which so far there is no indication that they're going anywhere soon. I say to people, I've been in this industry for 18 years. One of the things I understand well is numbers and patterns. And when it comes to analyzing a company, I use patterns more than anything. The numbers are adding up good and fine. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. Now, when you look at the pattern of any project, ask yourself, where is this project right now? And most times when we look at the phase, we are not talking about the number of days, number of weeks, or number of months, but rather in the scale of things, when you look at the projection, where is this company now? Now, most companies are like an aeroplane. I use an aeroplane as an example. And here, Capital40, if you understand what has happened, for them to be consistently paying people for the past 21 months, number one, it means that they don't depend on our money that we bring in to pay, but rather they depend on the profit that they generate through their trading to be able to fulfill all the promises that they've made to all the investors. Because there is no company that can be able, the maths will not maths. If you don't have momentum and you're paying ROI, no, you will crash. And when you also key in the factor that our compensation plan is one of the most robust and generous, you realize that if this company was not really generating income elsewhere, there is no way in hell that they should see their third month in business. So we are here, and I say to everybody, we are still at the pre-momentum stage of the business. Ladies and gentlemen, this time next year, I can almost put my neck on the block and say to anybody who cares to listen that we still be cruising nicely. Because if they couldn't close when there was no momentum, when the cash flow was very anorexic, what will make them, even a company that does not have any income generating activity behind the scene, will not close if the money coming in is more than the money they are paying out. Talk less of a company that has got an income generating activity that is happening behind the scene. Guys, I am here to announce that Capital40 still has a long, long way to go based on my own personal projection. Of course, I always tell people everything that has a beginning will also one day have an ending. Do we know when? Personally, I don't. And I even say to people sometimes, most companies don't even know when they will close. It all depends on the cash flow, how healthy it is. The moment most companies start paying more than they're taking, they will close. And I see Capital40 as more people are coming in and as the volume is coming, they are making more money. Why would they close? You can't fix something that is not broken. And I see Capital40 being one of those companies that will break every norm that we know when it comes to the online crypto space. 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, I still have more than 50% faith that we're going to be here raising millionaires left, right, and center. So brace yourself, tighten your seatbelt as we go more into what more can you make out of this project. Now, Capital40 says, beside the daily return on investment, which is constant across board, that one is the common denominator for anybody who puts in anything from $50 and above. Standard, you will get ROI, whether you like it or not. The company will pay it to you by force for the next 1 year. Now, for those of us who now want to spread the good news, we don't want to get keep, we want to share this opportunity with people within our circle of influence. Capital40 says, Brown, if you go and talk to people and they say yes, and they bring in their money and we trace it back to you, that this guy came in here because of you, we've got 4 powerful bonuses for you. These 4 powerful bonuses are what we call the referral bonus, we have the binary bonus, we have the matching bonus, and of course, we have what we call the rank bonus. Please, Mr. Amos, can you stop writing on the screen? I don't know what you're doing, otherwise I'm going to kick you out of the Zoom. Please stop writing. Please, 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 I beg you. All right. Now, it's very important for us to know some critical components of this business. Number one, withdrawals can be requested 247. And these withdrawals will be processed between Monday to Friday. Now, to put things in context, most companies will tell you, we only pay you on weekends. They open that small window for you to withdraw your money because they want to make sure when they close business, they are holding onto as much of our money as possible. Here at Capital40, 5 days out of 7 days, you can withdraw your money anytime. Now, very important for us to note, there is no daily withdrawal limit here at Capital40. And those who have done projects in this online crypto space will agree with me. Almost every one of them have got a withdrawal capping where you can withdraw above a certain threshold depending on your package. Most companies will tell you can earn more than 4x your package, more than 3x your package, and once you earn, you come in with $100. The moment you've earned $400 or $300 from all your bonuses, including ROI, you need to buy another package. That for me is already a false flag because it means that they are depending on us continuously putting money back on the system to keep the trend moving. Here at Capital 40, for the next 1 year, you've got a blank check. If you have the capacity to come in with $50 and make 1 million, 2 million, 10 million, by all means, please do. And when you withdraw that money, the company will pay that money straight to you. Now, the minimum withdrawal here at Capital 40 is only $20. And the withdrawal tax here is only 7%. Now, a lot of companies standard now, we take it as norm. Minimum withdrawal is $50. Here, the company kept the bar down. It's all about the grassroots. There are people in Africa right now who can't even afford bread. But here, to the glory of God, once you've accumulated minimum of, let's say with the withdrawal tax of 7%, keep it at $22. You can withdraw your $20 while the remaining $2 will go towards sorting out the tax. Of course, they're not going to take all of them. And even when it comes to the withdrawal tax, guys, we've seen so many projects where when you want to withdraw, you are only able to access maybe 70% or 80% of whatever you've made on the system. And they'll tell you, no, we will use the remaining 20 or 30% and give you tokens. That this coin is going to grow. The community, they will give you projections that will never, nobody here can tell me you've ever been able to take advantage of any of the coins or tokens from most of these projects that we do. But for us, it's none. Here, Capital 40 is not interested in the money. They're only taking 7% to take care of the system, take care of everything they do, including the gas fees and the transaction charges that are involved in each and every one of the transactions. So guys, from here alone, any critical thinker will understand that Capital 40 is here with the sole aim of empowering anybody and everybody who is sincere about making money. Now, let's get into the bonuses. Referral bonus, that's the first point of departure. Now, when you analyze a company, I tell people it's very important for you to, first of all, before you even dive in, ask yourself, who would want this project that I have? I've seen projects that are so beautiful, powerful projects, genuine projects, that unfortunately, their startup capital is so high. I don't know a lot of people within my circle of influence who can afford to become part of this community. There was a very beautiful project from America I met a couple of years ago. The minimum package is $1,000 US. I don't know a lot of people who have 1,000 lying around. Here, there is no restriction to entry. This project is for every person. Right now, we are beginning to have people from who are multi-millionaires coming into this project. We've got people putting in $100,000, $200,000 on this project. And I can tell you here, nobody in Africa can afford to put $100,000 if they're not already a millionaire. Because millionaires understand that that's why they've got investment portfolios. And these investment portfolios don't even pay them per annum what Capital 40 pays us a week. And they are coming in. So this is the kind of project whereby everybody you know, that's why I said to everybody, if you don't make it here at Capital 40, you need to go for cleansing, proper cleansing. You need to go to the mountain. When you're done there, you go to the valley. When you're done there, go and immerse yourself in the river 7 times. The demons are strong. Here at Capital 40, ladies and gentlemen, the company says, even if you don't have money brown, come on board. Come, let's make money. We are not so much interested in the fiat money that you have or may not have, because social capital is also money. They're saying to you, after this presentation, you like what you hear, but unfortunately, you're only going to get paid end of the month, 15th of the month, 25th of the month, whenever. The company is saying, do not defer. Come on board and start onboarding your people. For anybody you bring in, even before you buy your own package, this company will give you a whopping 6% in referral bonus. Who does that? Guys, we need to understand that the most online crypto companies, sometimes they don't even pay you referral bonus. They will rather pay you for what your people are earning. Now, you need to understand that when these companies say they will pay you a percentage in referral bonus, it's not like they will take it from that person's money. No. Whether the person is coming with $100,000, $100, $50, they will be trading with the whole money for that individual. But they will pay you this referral bonus from their own liquidity. So for free users, which are people who have not bought a package yet, Anybody you bring into the business, the company will give you 6% of the value of the person you brought into the business. So if you come in today and you bring in somebody who comes with $1,000, you are guaranteed to get $60 paid to you instantly. With $60, you can start your business. Now, once you've bought your own package, you become what we call an active holder. And as an active holder, the company is paying the biggest referral bonus I know in the online crypto space, where this company is paying you between 13% up to 16% referral bonus for anybody and everybody you bring into the business. You are guaranteed between 13 to 16, depending on your ranking. Now, when we go through the ranking, you will understand how do I unlock the 16, how do I unlock the 14%, 15%, 15.5, and so on and so forth. I will be taking you through those things as we move through this presentation tonight. Now, binary bonus. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a millionaire maker. Best believe me. Binary is the sweetest model you can use in any network marketing opportunity. And I say to people, I've been around, guys. I've done it all. Unilevel, Matrix, First Binary, board system, name them. Guys, the one project, the one model that you can go in and make some serious money is a binary system. Most companies run away from the binary system, and even those that come to the party, they put some kind of safety nets, and we are meant to believe that this is what is going to guarantee that this company will last. But you and me know that even with all those safety nets, these companies do not last beyond 9 months at the most. I don't think anybody here can point to any company that has been around for 18 months in the last 4 years. I don't know personally. And guys, I analyze, I get compensation plans sent to me almost 5 times every week. New projects coming around, we want you in, we're going to do this for you, we're going to do that for you. I have never seen. So when it comes to binary, most companies will cap the generations, where they say you can earn so percent on your weak leg because every binary is the same. Your money is on your weaker leg. Now, most companies will say you can earn based on your package down to 10 generation, down to 100 generation, and so on and so forth. Here at Capital 40, the company doesn't give a hoot. They're like, chief, everything on your weak leg. Whether the volume is coming in from your 1 millionth leg, we don't care. As long as it's on your weak leg, you are entitled to 10% of that every Thursday. So our binary here at Capital 40 is paid every Thursday. Thursday is our Christmas, and here at Capital 40, we celebrate Christmas 53 times every year. The 52 weeks in a year, and also that one Christmas day on the 25th. Guys, is celebration galore. And already, so many people in this business are making in a week what most people are making per annum. And I'm not bragging. And I'm talking about people who borrowed money to come into this project, people who started without money, people who never thought it's possible for them to make $500 a week. Capital 40, guys, I say this without any apologies, is the platform of restoration. Give it a try. Now, this company says, you come in, the fundamental thing you need to do for you to unlock your money is to bring in 2 people. Whether you put those 2 people on one side or you put one on the left and put one on the right, that is the basic thing you need to do. The company doesn't care how you place your people. Now, when you do that, we need to understand that the essence of network marketing is the duplication. Make sure the people you bring are able to bring your people. If you, for any reason you bring people who couldn't bring, please, it is your job to make sure you bring people underneath them to continue the legacy. Now, every week starting from Thursday morning to Wednesday midnight, the company will now calculate how much volume did you and your entire team on your weaker leg. Now, remember, we have 2 legs, your right leg, your left leg. At the end of the week, most times you find either the right leg is stronger with more volume, whereby, let's say, the right leg brought in a volume of $10,000 and the left leg brought in a volume of $8,000. That means that the left leg is your weak leg. The company will pay you 10% of the entire volume that came in on that week on your weak leg, which is the $8,000. 10% of $8,000 is a whooping $800 that this company will pay you as your binary for the week. Now, for most of us, your leg will keep on alternating as you start in the business until you find some level of stability. So sometimes you find that your right leg is your binary leg, sometimes you find that their left leg is a binary leg. Please pay attention, because I've gotten a lot of people in my team escalating concerns to me saying, Brown, I brought in somebody who brought in $10,000. I didn't end binary. I was expecting to get $1,000 on that leg. Then I'm like, how is your leg? He said, no, that's my weak leg. No, your weak leg is not a constant. This week it can be your weak leg, and then jiggy tomorrow you go bring somebody with 10,000. He's going to overtake the other leg depending on how strong that leg is. So meaning that the next week your weak leg will be, the binary will be calculated on the other leg. Guys, please, in case you don't understand this, don't feel shy to ask questions in the group, and we will do our best. I think our group is one of the most incubative that I've seen in my entire journey through network marketing. And then let's go to the next one, which is called the matching bonus. Now, the matching bonus behaves almost like the binary bonus. The only thing is that unlike the binary bonus that is about the entirety of the volumes on your week leg, calculated per week, here the matching bonus is paid per day and is paid based on generations and activation. Please pay attention, because I think a lot of people are confused with regards to how do we calculate the matching bonus. Now, remember, the maximum people you can put under you in a simple binary system is 2 people, one on the left, one on the right. Now, those 2 people you put under you are your first generation. The second generation, if those 2 people do the right thing, there will be 4 people on your second generation, 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Now, if those 2 people on the right and left also do the right thing, you will find 8 people on the third generation, 4 on the right, 4 on the left. Fourth generation, 16, 8 on the right, 8 on the left. I hope you're following me. Now, when it comes to matching bonus, it's very simple. The company, first of all, looks at the 2 people that are supposed to be under you. Are they there? Remember, under you, there are 2 slots. So the first criteria is to make sure that those 2 slots are occupied by people. The second criteria is now to check. Those 2 people occupying those slots, have they bought a package? Once the 2 people on that generation have bought their package, you qualify for the matching bonus on that generation. Meaning, you bring in Paul, you bring in Peter. Peter on the right, Paul on the left. Peter comes in with $1,000, Paul comes in with $500. You qualify for matching bonus on your first generation. The company will pay you 10% of the volume on your weaker leg. In this case, Paul on the left with $500 is your weaker leg. They will pay you 10%. That is $50 bank. That's your first generation. Now we come to the second generation, where there's supposed to be 4 slots. The next question is that those 4 slots, are they occupied? If the answer is yes, the next question is, have they all bought their package? If the answer is yes, the company will check the 2 people on the right and the 2 people on the left, what is the value of their packages? And they will pay you 10% on the weaker side. You go again to the third generation, where you have 8, 4 on the left, 4 on the right. The same thing, all the slots occupied. If there is an empty slot, you're not going to get a matching bonus on that particular generation until every slot is occupied and every occupier has bought an active package. I hope this one is clear and straightforward. For those who don't understand, please, we'll deal with this in the group. Now, lastly, we talk about our rank bonus. Guys, the ranking, I say this every day, is the sweetest bonus that we have here at Capital 40. This bonus is one bonus that will make you understand that, you know what, sometimes all we need to go on that ballistic mode is recognition. Recognition is like the booster to what we do. Here at Capital 40, that culture is embedded in our compensation plan. Now, when it comes to rank, there are 2 things you need. Actually, for the first few ranks, you just need one thing: the business volume on your weak leg, which is your binary leg. They are looking at the points that you've accumulated on that leg. Now, you need to understand that here at Capital 40, our points do not flush. I know some new networkers don't know what flushing of point is, but if you've been around for 5 years, 10 years, you will understand the frustration that comes with points flushing. And a lot of companies are still using that very counterproductive measures when it comes to rank advancement, where they give you a timeline within which you need to produce a particular volume. Here at Capital 40, there is no flushing of points and there is no timeline for you to snatch any rank. Of course, we know that success loves speed, but take your time if you want to. Unfortunately, to the glory of God, we've got a lot of people coming in now and smashing ranks in their first 24 hours. So the first criteria is based on the volume on your weak leg. And then as you move up higher, the company is now saying, guys, listen here, this is not a pyramid scheme. We want you now to base your leadership on how many leaders are you producing within your structure. So this is a pool business. That's the structure we use here. That's why overtaking is allowed. For those coming in here and you want to slow down on your work, thinking you're working for your upline, I've got good news for you. Guys, the top earners in this business are my downline. My upline is Mr. Zukile. I don't know what rank Zukile is right now, but I want to talk about my downlines. Matandis is on my strong leg. Yes, I did not recruit her, but she came in on my weak leg under leader Kanyezi. Ashla, I think Ashla and Matandis, I'm not sure who is any more money here. She is also on my structure, one of my, but they are making way more money than me. And that's why I say to everybody, guys, don't let your upline abort your baby. You can come here and chat your own course. Overtaking is allowed. Sometimes you can have the volumes, but if you're not raising the relevant leaders in your structure, you're not going to go far. So this is a business that is all about each one help one. Your progress is based on the caliber of leaders you are able to raise in this structure. Now let's go through the ranks quickly. We are almost done. 15 powerful ranks here at Capital 40. The first one is what we call initiator. Second one is team builder, inspector, silver manager, gold manager, all the way down to what we call a senior ambassador. Guys, this is the place to be. And don't be shy. Sometimes we are very apologetic about our ambitions. Guys, aim for the sun. If you don't hit, at least you're going to land on the stars. Here is my target that this time next year, by the glory of God, I want to see myself sitting pretty on this rank of a senior ambassador. Guys, there is no taboo. Anybody can make it. We have people who are in this business, people like Kim, who are first-time networkers. Guys, these are people who are doing exploits that will make veterans like us be like, okay, did she go to school first and then after varsity, understanding network marketing, and she kept, how can she fly so fast? When there are people who has communities already. Guys, Capital 40, I say it again, if you don't take it serious and if you don't make it here, let's proceed. First rank. Need us to understand when you look at some of these highlights here, talking about the referral, talking about the volume, talking about the reward. I want to make it easier for us. So it means that when you are at this rank of initiator, your referral bonus is still 13%. Remember I said when I was talking about referral bonus that you can earn between 13% up to 16% depending on your rank. So when you see referral, it means that at this particular rank, you are still leveraging referral bonus at 13%. When you see volume, it's talking about the total number of volume you need to raise, you and your team, from the time you join the business till currently. This is the volume that is expected of you for the company to recognize you on this rank. And when we say reward, we are talking about what is this company going to give to you when you hit this rank. Now, first rank initiator. Total volume on your weak leg, which is your binary leg, the total volume you need to raise is $2,000 US. You and your team. Once that happens, the company will give you $50. Like I said, a lot of people are doing this in their first hour. Team builder. Now remember, our points do not flush. You build another 2,000 on top of the 2,000 that brought you to initiator, making it a total of $4,000 US on your weak leg. And this company, once again, will say congrats. Here, your referral bonus is still 13, and the company will give you an additional $125 as a reward. You keep going. Inspector. Here, you need to put extra 6,000 on what brought you to team builder, and then you become an inspector, and the company will give you extra $250. You keep going. Silver manager. Silver manager, you need to raise a total of $25,000, you and your team, and the company will give you $375. Gold manager, $50,000, and the company will give you $600. Executive, $100,000, you and your team, and the company will give you $1,000. And then, guys, I want you to see the quantum leap. $100,000 US, you and your team, and the company gives you $1,000. The next rank here is what we call the prime executive. Just 225, a little bit on top of doubling your points. Previous rank of executive, you needed 100,000. Here, extra 125,000, and the company will give you 4,000 US dollar. Now here, I want us to understand that something golden starts happening, where the company says, now two criteria come into play. We want you to raise this point of 225, and we also want you to raise one gold manager on your weak leg. Very important. Guys, you can get this point, and if you are those leaders who are not working closely with your team, you are not going to move to this rank. This money, you're gonna hear about it, but you're not gonna touch it until you raise this gold manager on your weaker leg. And then the company will give you this money of 4,000. Guys, I want you to start dreaming of what 4,000 can do for you. 4,000 is a lot of money in any currency here in Africa, guys. Let's not try to trivialize it and make it look like it's, this money can change anybody's life on this continent. Now, from there, you keep going. Prime is a coordinator. What do you need to do to become a coordinator? 450,000 in volume on your weak leg, one gold manager on each leg, and one inspector on each leg. And guys, take a moment and look at the reward. 17,500 US dollars as your reward. And that's not all. From here moving forward, every month, this company is giving you a total of $1,250 as your monthly salary. Do you know any company that pays you anything outside of bonuses? Capital40 does. It's monthly salary. And here at Capital40, you don't re-qualify for your ranks. Most companies will tell you once you hit a rank, for you to stay on that rank and get the benefits, you need to make sure that every month you are pumping in a certain volume in sales. Here at Capital40, once you hit a rank, nobody can take it from you. And any benefit that comes ascribed to that particular rank, you are getting it as long as this company is up and running. To the glory of God, I'm on this rank, and so are a lot of leaders that I know in this business, both here in Africa and outside. Guys, this is where you now understand that you have a business case. Now, let's keep it going. The next rank we talk about here is director. I don't think we do have any director here at Capital40, and that's one of the things I tell people. When we think you are late, I want you to look at the ranking. Nobody is even on the director rank yet. So far as I know, not one single individual. This compensation plan, we will touch it over and over again. I will qualify, and maybe I'll start a second account and qualify again before we think of twilight. Guys, for those who are still tiptoeing, I'm saying to you, with all humility and with all good intentions, this is the time to go ballistic. I'm one person who adopted that principle of we die, we die. Life is all about risk. Whether you want to look at it for that way, there are people who didn't want to have children because they are scared their kids will die. There are people who don't want to get married because they are scared of divorce. But every day, not everybody who woke up today made it. Some people went to church thinking they're going to have a beautiful week. Today, they're lying in the morgue. Going to bed every day is a risk, and we need to understand this thing. Sometimes you think risk is all about investment. No, everything that is worthwhile in this world is all about the risk. It's a function of how much are you willing to stake. The one thing that is constant with every multi-millionaire, you can't be a millionaire if you're not a risk taker. I don't care who your father is. If your father is rich and you're not a risk taker, you will squander that money in no distant time. The people who are controlling the world are people who are willing to get out of their comfort zone and stake something close to their heart. Now, I want you to understand one thing. For all these times where we talk about volume, I need you to pay attention that these volumes are volume from your weak leg. And every volume on your weak leg, 10% of that is your binary. Now, that means when we're talking about this volume, don't look at it and despair. No, think to yourself, I can't wait to get here, because why? For you to have accumulated $2.5 million in sales on your weak leg, it means you have already eaten $250,000 on binary alone. Guys, imagine how big your stomach will be. That's where you know that this thing of being a model flat stomach is for people who are broke. Guys, I'm trying to justify my big stomach. Going to the gym every day and sweating. What are you doing there? What's happening? Why? Six-pack for who? For why? Guys, rather have a full pocket and a very heavy bank card than having a very 6-8 pack and they are broke. Guys, let's make money. We will deal with that thing some other time. Now, here as a director, ladies and gentlemen, 2.5 million in volume, meaning 250,000 you've already banked on binary alone. One prime executive on each leg, one coordinator on each leg. And once again, I come in here to submit that. Don't worry about each leg situation. Right now, my strong leg has got Asha. My strong leg has got Matandis. My strong leg has got Nokubonga. My strong leg has got Nwabisa. These people are all prime executives, coordinators. So I will never have to worry about. So if you build, when you get to this point where they say on each leg, focus on their weak leg, because by default, your strong leg has already produced those people long before you got there. When you hit this rank, this company will give you a whopping 100,000 US dollars as a reward. Guys, if you can't see this 100,000 with your eyes closed, you need to go and start this business again. And from here, every month going forward, this company is paying you a monthly salary of 5,800 US dollars. And you keep going. The next spot here is Chief Director. Now, I want to show you something that has changed. And after that, I'm going to run through this PDF. Your referral bonus at this point now increased by 0.5, meaning anybody you bring into the business, you are no more leveraging at 13%, and rather you're getting 13.5% in referral bonus. Volume is 4.5, meaning 450,000 you've already charged in binary. One coordinator, one director on each leg, and a reward of 250,000. And every month, $12,000 is yours as a salary. So it keeps getting better as you move on the ranking. President, you see what is happening? Please request and go through this PDF at the comfort of your space. And until you reach the last rank in our marketing plan, we call the Senior Ambassador. Now, Senior Ambassador is the place where everybody needs to be. As a Senior Ambassador, your referral bonus is 16%. What do you need to do to become a Senior Ambassador? $120 million in sales from the time you came into this business, you and your team. That means you've already charged, as a Senior Ambassador from the binary alone, you've charged 12 million. One is a senior executive on each leg, one ambassador on each leg, and the company will over and above the 12 million you've charged on binary and all the money you made on referral. Remember when you came here, that's where ministers will come to you, because here you are living the life. You don't need to convince anybody anymore. People will come to you with money and say, Brown, I want to join this thing. I saw you climb up. I know when you were talking about this thing last year, 2 years ago, and today I'm looking at you. You've bought this franchise, you're driving this car, you own these properties, guys. This is where everybody needs to be. And here, not only have you made 12 million in binary, the company is also empowering you with an extra instant cash of 10 billion US dollar, which you can withdraw same time. This is where you need to get a ledger. This is where you understand that there are so many kind of crypto exchanges and holders. Some of them offline, some of them online. 10 million, I'm not putting it in Binance for no, putting it in a ledger. And here, every single month moving forward, come rain, come sunshine, come thunder, come tsunami, you are guaranteed over and above all the money you're making on the system, a monthly income of 100,000 US dollars coming to you. Ladies and gentlemen, eyes have not seen, nor have ears heard the kind of people that will test their first million on this platform. The $1 million question is that, is it going to be you? Are you going to be amongst the first class of millionaires that this company is going to be producing from any time from now? Because you need to understand that things grow exponentially in network marketing. Before the end of this year, my plan, my goal, my target is to raise at least 100 people in my weak leg who are earning at least 100,000 US dollars every month. That's the goal. The question is, where do you want to see yourself in the next 5 months, in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year? Let fear not dictate where you're going to be in life. Guys, fear has not helped your life at all. It's time for us to go on the deep side. because that's where the harvest is. So from my side, I say to everybody, thank you so much for your time. I see Mr. Colin, your hand is up. Okay, we don't take questions here, but I'm gonna unmute Colin. Okay. Colin, can you mute your microphone?
Good evening, Mr. Kimby. How are you good? How are you good, Mr.
Blessed
Kimby?
and blessed, my brother. Good to see you.
Thanks, my king. Guys, I just want to give you my testimony about Capital40. You know, I joined this opportunity by December. And my mindset was, what if I'm winning? So my mindset was already right. I didn't come into this project, what if I'm losing? I was already on my lowest by December. I didn't have income. I didn't have a work. So I had nothing to lose. So my mindset was already, what if I'm winning? So guys, I started this opportunity with $100. I started with my last money, 2,000 Rand by December, 6 months ago. At that time, I was earning about $32 per month. That was about 600 Rands. I started to share the opportunity. I started to get excited. 6 months later, I'm sitting over $15,000 a month. So I was earning about $32 a month 6 months ago. That was 600 Rand. Now I'm earning close to 300,000 a month because my why was strong and my mindset was right, because what if I'm winning? And this company completely changed my life. I'm not talking about bonuses, direct commissions. I'm only talking about my passive income now, which is close to 300,000 a month. I help some of people on my team most of my people's money is already back. People hitting ranks on my team. We all are winning because our mindset, what if we are winning?
Wow. Thank you so much, Colin. Thank you so much. I get excited every time I hear your journey. And guys, for those of you who think this, Colin is a white guy, proper burro, like white, as white as they come. So for those out there who are thinking this project is for, guys, this project does not discriminate. So thank you so much, leaders. The Zoom, the recording will be made available. We've already exceeded the timeline that we set for ourselves.